Well, we know where this is. It's a toilet. It's Keir Starmer, not the Skibidi guy. Welcome to the Wall of Fame. Right, okay. I'm going to try doing something if it will allow me to swing it around. No, it didn't. Anyway, right. There's not very much I can basically like pan the camera to, because Keir Starmer, you're in the Wall of Fame. Right, okay. First thing I want to talk about in the Wall of Fame is Keir Starmer talked about his days as a CPS worker and how Jimmy Savile didn't get prosecuted because of a low threshold, a low criminality. I think the other way to look at it is the Jimmy Savile was too high to be prosecuted. It's a kind of weird technicality way of speaking, right? I just find that disgraceful. So some wee guy nicks a poke at a kiss near Morrison's Daily, and he'll get charged, arrested, remanded until court date, and then be fined from beggary to buggery over a packet of crisps that costs about 80p. Yet there's people like Hugh Edwards, Jimmy Savile apparently he was too low a threshold to get prosecuted and charged and potentially jailed. It's sickening. It's basically saying that Jimmy Savile's in this weird portion of law where he's untouchable. That's what Keir Starmer was saying. Now, another thing that didn't exactly help Keir Starmer very much at all was a video that went up on the TikTok platform. It was an AI generated visuals, but the audio was produced by a Portuguese DJ called DJ Holanda, and the song was called Montagem Coral. And basically, the general public do get quite curious and interested about song lyrics, and they quite rightly, if need be, translate the lyrics so it can make understanding, right? But something really fucked up was going on with the words of DJ Holanda's song. I'm going to ask a question in a minute, but basically the lyrics were very about child sex abuse and sucking of cock, and there was a reference to punch to the fanny. DJ Holanda clearly knew the lyrics, right? But in Labour's world, there had been absolutely no insight to that song, and the graphics weren't anything to talk about, but clearly there's either been no foresight into the lyrics, or they had heard the lyrics and just thought it was a ruddy good jolly. The lyrics, I'm not making any particular reference to, and because of the fact the lyrics are so fucking disgusting and degenerate, and there's absolutely no, sometimes you do get songs that have kind of weird weirdness about it, but it's something that keeps it contained. But in this song, there's absolute bugger all keeping it contained. It was clearly about abusing children is disgusting. It's horrible. I mean, and somebody had said Keir Starmer treats pedos with more respect than the elderly. You know what? Just to add another bit of a horror to the situation, Keir Starmer this morning has approved that video on TikTok. Like, if you have nothing to have, concern over Keir Starmer up till now, this is the breaker point. And now, even worse, when we're talking about the grooming gangs, right? Keir Starmer said anyone who's concerned about the groomer gangs and wanting to bring them to justice are far right. You know what? This term far right honestly has been used so many thousands of times by Keir Starmer. It's actually starting not to make terribly much, gravity on the matter. So if anyone's concerned about grooming gangs, molesting children, Keir Starmer says you're far right. It's fucking ridiculous. It really is. It's sickening. I don't even know how he got into being a Prime Minister. He has no brain cells, no charisma, no care for the public, no care for the vulnerable. He's just running as some retarded little cash cow. And I just said the word retarded, so... Right, everybody else says it, so, it would be a bit odd if I didn't. But yeah, that's all the things I really want to talk about regarding Keir Starmer and his degeneracy. I don't normally use the word degenerate. You probably caught me using the word degenerate maybe 3 times in 20 years. But this is a bloody good example of degeneracy and how fucking little he thinks of our youth. Remember the phrase we get told, the youth are our future. And the way things are going, he's fucking nuking them left, right and centre. Actually nuking them twice as hard as our grannies and grandpas and stuff like that. And it's absolutely fucking wrong. Now, a wee blast about voting, right? When it came to Indirect back in 2014, I actually never bothered. And people thought I was either Tory or Labour, or in actual fact, I was depressed as fuck in 2014. And other elections and locals and stuff, I just abstained, I didn't bother. And this one, well, I just looked at the press campaigns for each party and I was like, fucking hell, I could put together something better and I'm not the best person on the planet. I really do hope Keir Starmer, Granny Harmer, Vulnerable Harmer, something happens to knock him out of bloody number 10. He's not fit for... He can't run a jogging club, let alone a bloody country. The best thing to do, hopefully, Elon Musk and all that stuff does something to push him out the door because he's not welcome. Keir Starmer, you're not welcome, you pedant bastard. The best thing for Keir to do is look at this whole situation and think, oh shit, yeah, I fucked up that hard, I need to go on his own volition, because people are getting to the point that 3.2 million signed petition, people are ready just to see the end of him. And to be honest, I think seeing the end of him would be a better idea. He's clearly an utter fucking dimwit, an utter idiot of a Prime Minister, a pedo enabler. Yes, I just said that there. it's just so sad because, like, you know, we had been fucked over hard by the Tories for quite a few years, and then now we're getting fucked over by a pedo enabler. Wow. From the hot room to the bloody frying pan, innit? But anyway, folks, I've covered everything. If you want us to cover another topic or another whatever, let me know. Just make sure you do have the opportunity, if you do have the opportunity to vote this pedo enabler out, do it. He's not fit to run a tap, let alone a bloody government. So the quicker we can put him out of the misery, the better. And Kia, could we get all your digital devices, just check them over, make sure there's no been doing anything naughty, son? Aye, hand them over, mate. Until next time, catch you later.